What up, 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 world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Um, Today we got a story coming out of Georgia where six Georgia sheriff deputies has been indicted for murder. This murder happened in a Georgia prison where the six deputies worked as correctional officers, I would assume. Um, they're being accused of killing a 32-year-old Antonio May. And I guess it was something that they did called Taser Tuesday. And I guess that was just the wrong day for Mr. May to be um, brought into the jail. So what they're saying is back in September 11, 2018, uh, according to a wrongful death lawsuit previously filed by the family, the 32-year-old father of three was pronounced dead after sheriff deputies entered his cell and repeatedly tasered and pepper sprayed him, according to the lawsuit. A grand jury indicted the six deputies in connection to May's death on Tuesday, handing down charges of felony murder, aggravated assault, battery, violation of an oath of office. It's crazy. The charges came after more than 3 year long investigation into the incident. I guess it's better late than never. Um, they got a spokesperson for the Fulton County Sheriff's Office that basically says that they're not going to be commenting on the case. I would assume so. How can you make any justification for, with these people that you guys had to do this? I'm sure you guys did a strenuous background check, make sure that they qualify for all these different things that you need to be able to qualify to be able to oversee criminals, and make sure that you're not influenced by criminals or not one yourself. So I'm sure they did all the things and everything that they had to do, proper protocol. Um, so the attorney of the family is saying that the family is extremely excited to hear that of the indictments and is very thankful to the district attorney. Um, they basically said that they tortured this man. Uh, the lead attorney, Michael Harper, described what happened to May as torture when he said the family planned to sue over his death in a 2019 interview. The lawsuit currently pending in federal court names Fulton County, the county sheriff, 13 jail workers, a jail private medical care contractor, and a paramedic. So it was basically, I guess it was uh, everybody that was supposed to be doing their job. I guess they all dropped the ball in some type of way. Maybe that's reporting what you seen or whatever. You just didn't do what you were supposed to. So they got everybody that was probably working in that facility close, in contact with this victim. Um, so they said after being arrested peacefully, Atlanta police took May to Grady Hospital for medical clearance, where he was diagnosed with substance abuse, psychotic disorder. Um, so this guy probably wasn't, you know, um, as mentally stable as most people, but that doesn't give them a right to, treat him the way that they did. Um, yeah, so you can kind of see where they try to get their justification of that right now. It's like, oh, well, he was diagnosed with this and that, so that just makes you say, well, fuck it, they not gonna care about him. If something happened, if we do anything that kill this man, they not gonna care because look, he got psychotic disorder. Nah. So he was basically booked on suspicion of misdemeanor criminal trespass. He underwent a second medical screening by a paramedic at the jail who noted that May tested positive for methamphetamines or amphetamines. I'm sorry, and that he was suicidal. The complaint says. After May was placed in the general holding cell, employees and inmates overheard jail detention officers shouting that it was Taser Tuesdays. Um, wow. So basically, they said in his holding cell, May undressed himself and started masturbating, prompting jail supervisors to order the Direct Action Response Team, DART, to enter the cell and confront him. Confront him, or try to, I guess you would call de-escalate, but I guess confrontation, confront. I don't know. Immediately upon entering the cell, one of the detention officers on the DART team shot the taser prongs on Mr. May's chest area without warning. So yeah, this was a confrontation. It wasn't to confront him, the way that they try to say. It was a confrontation in which y'all already knew what y'all. It was Taser Tuesday, so it wasn't, no matter if you guys gave this man demands and he met him. You guys did not care. It wasn't, that didn't matter. Hey, it's pepper spray, or it's Taser Tuesday. So he probably had no shot once they opened them doors. So they said confrontation ensued, and May was stunned more than 2 times, beaten, and pepper sprayed by the officers, according to the lawsuit. Officers then put May in a restraining chair, placed a spit mask on his face and head. Then they took him to the shower area for decontamination, which is probably to clear out the pepper spray out of his face and eyes. Um, so they said when the shower did not remove all the pepper spray, officers put a water hose to May's face while he was restrained in the chair. And right after that, Antonio May went unresponsive and died on the jail floor, laying in a pool of his own blood. Now, this is all what the lawsuit says. They got an indictment, so something's not too far fetched or too far off. Something's pretty accurate about what this lawsuit is detailing, because after a 3-year investigation, you got 6 sheriff's deputies that are indicted. Um, so they said basically May's cause of death was sudden cardiovascular collapse due to probable excited delirium with physical restraint use due to acute methamphetamine intoxication. It listed other significant causes as the use of the taser and exposure to pepper spray. Um, so this seemed like something that was going on Guantanamo Bay, like borderline waterboarding. Um, a man that's restrained faces, and then you just pouring water on him. Could he have a chance to catch his breath after he was already pepper sprayed? So um, it just seems like the people who are paid, and they get paid pretty good money and they got good benefits. These people that are in these positions are are probably some of the most dangerous people. Because I'm about to do another story about some officers out of Baltimore, and it's just crazy how these guys are, man. Like, just the audacity, and I guess it's not even the audacity. It's the you give them a certain amount of power. You know how they say you give a person an inch, they take a mile, and shit like that. So it's just one of them things where you. I used to be one of them people that fight for your rights, but now I'm starting to see, fight your rights and argue your case in that courtroom if you get pulled over by the police. Do not sit there and try to argue with these crazy deranged motherfuckers with guns and all the utilities that they need to take you out of this world. Um, it ain't worth it. So let them wrongfully convict you. I mean, wrongfully arrest you, violate your rights, whatever it is. These days, body cam worn footage, it's a hit or miss, because they still have control of hitting the button to turn it on, hitting the button to turn it off. I'll never understand that. But yeah, you just got to be cognizant that sometimes the biggest thugs and criminals are the ones who we put in place, or who are actually hired by the ones that you would expect to make sure that the community is safe as a whole. But that's all I want to say about this video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big M Dog said, what's the deal? Peace.